Hello, kindergartners. I hope you've been enjoying the gingerbread stories this week. I would like to read to you one of my hot reads, my favorite. This story is called Gingerbread Baby. Instead of Gingerbread Man, it's a gingerbread baby. Now, the author is also one of my favorites. Her name is Jan Brett. All right, let's begin. It was cold outside, but it was warm inside. A fine day for gingerbread, Maddie thought. Maddie's mother put the big blue bowl on the table and lit the stove. Maddie took down a worn-looking cookbook and with an old-fashioned writing on the cover. He opened it up to the page that said, Gingerbread Boy. They measured and mixed. Maddie rolled the dough into the shape of a gingerbread boy, and they popped him in the oven. Bake a full 8 minutes, no more, no less. Do not peek, the recipe read. Maddie listened to the clock. Tick, tock, tick. 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3, 4, 5. Maddie couldn't wait any longer. He opened the oven door to take a peek. Instead of a gingerbread boy, out jumped a gingerbread baby. He pranced around the big blue bowl. I am the gingerbread baby, fresh from the pan. If you want me, catch me if you can. Here we go. Maddie's mother reached for the gingerbread baby to put him back into the oven, but he ran all around the kitchen. The door opened and in came Maddie's father. What's that delicious smell? He asked as the gingerbread baby tumbled through his legs and outside into the yard. He ran by the tabby cat. She twitched her tail and sprang at him. They rumbled and tumbled, but the gingerbread baby came out on top. He ran to the garden wall. The dogs caught a whiff of that tasty ginger and sniffed all along behind him. But the gingerbread baby was halfway up when the dog caught up. He barked and barked as the gingerbread baby climbed over the wall. Maddie was still inside. He heard his mother and father yelling. He heard a cat meowing and a dog barking. And he heard the gingerbread baby shouting, Catch me if you can. Maddie opened up the worn-looking cookbook for the second time. Meanwhile, the gingerbread baby wheeled on down the path and into the barn. The goats looked up as he somersaulted across their backs. The last one tried to catch him, but the gingerbread baby was too fast. Martha and Madeline were standing by the well when the gingerbread baby stopped to take a drink. They looked at each other and winked. Martha started to talk to him, while Madeline tiptoed up behind him with the bucket, but they couldn't fool the gingerbread baby. Nobody can catch him. That's gingerbread baby. He took a braid from Martha and a braid from Madeline, and he tied them in a knot, and he ran down the road. Back in the house, Maddie stirred, mixed, and rolled the dough. He shaped it, put it in a pan, and into the oven. Tick tock tick, 8 long minutes. This time he didn't peek. I will catch him if I can, Matty said to himself. As he was bouncing along, the gingerbread baby saw a farm wagon just ahead. He jumped in and settled down for a ride next to Mama Pig. The smell of gingerbread was too much for that pig. She tossed him high in the air, closed her eyes, and opened her mouth, but that gingerbread baby twisted in the air, came down hard on her porky snout. I am the gingerbread baby, too quick for the mother and the father, too fast for the cat, the dog, and the goats, too clever for Martha and Madeline, too smart for the mama pig. Who's left? Catch me if you can. Do you think you could catch him? I wonder if you made a trap to try to catch the gingerbread baby or boy. Feeling smug, the gingerbread baby strolled along by himself until he came to a bridge that crossed over the village. Just as he got to the middle, he heard running feet behind him and saw a crowd of villagers ahead of him. The gingerbread baby was trapped. He jumped up onto the railing, backflipped through the air, and landed on a chunk of ice floating down the river. He got away again. The ice bobbled along with the gingerbread baby, dancing on top and singing in a loud voice. Look at me, and what do you see? The best gingerbread baby ever. Until his feet got cold and he jumped ashore. But who was watching from the trees? It was the fox. It crept up behind the gingerbread baby, ready to eat him, but the fox couldn't help himself and he licked his chops. Smack, smack. The gingerbread baby heard him and ran as fast as he could. He almost had him. Just when the fox was catching up, the gingerbread baby saw the milk and cheese man with his can of milk. The perfect hiding place, he thought. He lifted the lid and lowered himself inside. He was pleased that he sang at the top of his gingerbread voice. Ha ha, hee hee, you'll never find me. I'm the gingerbread baby. Catch me if you can. The milk and cheese man heard the gingerbread baby's voice. Who is meddling with my milk? He shouted, and he lifted the lid. But the gingerbread baby was ready. He jumped up and he tweaked his nose. Do you know what that word means, boys and girls? Tweaked. Tweaked is when you pinch it really hard. Pinched his nose really hard. He tweaked it really hard and really quick. Tweak. Now the milk and cheese man, the fox, the villagers, the mama pig, Martha and Madeline, the bleating goats, the barking dog, the meowing cat, the father and the mother were all after the gingerbread baby and getting closer, and he knew it. That brash little baby was not as peppy and proud as he had been. He sniffed a familiar smell, and he followed his nose into the woods. What do you think that smell is, boys and girls? What do you think the gingerbread baby is smelling? He couldn't believe what he saw. There in the middle of the clearing was a gingerbread house. Frosted with sugar, covered with candy, and doors with peppermint handles wide open. The gingerbread baby clapped his hands with glee, and he ran inside. Did you remember that, boys and girls? Do you remember that Maddie was baking something? He got his cookbook out again, and he was making something. In a tick-tock-tick, everyone arrived in the clearing, but all they found were a few bits of frostings, a peppermint candy, and some crumbs. The father exclaimed, "The gingerbread baby has finally met his match." "I wonder who it was," the mother said. "Let's go home and tell Maddie." So what do the people think, boys and girls? Do they think that somebody ate the gingerbread baby? I think they do. They think he met his match. "Hello, Maddie," his father said when they got home. "We never did catch the gingerbread baby. All we found were some crumbs in the snow." "I see you have been busy," his mother said, looking at the gingerbread house Maddie was holding. "Too bad we never caught that gingerbread baby." "Too bad," said Maddie. Only Maddie could hear the tiny voice from inside the gingerbread house. Are you ready? Here it goes. There he is. And it says, "I'm the little gingerbread baby, lucky as can be to be living in the house that Maddie made for me." There we go. Safe and sound. No fox eating him in this story. The gingerbread baby is safe in the house that Maddie made for him. I hope you enjoyed my hot read, The Gingerbread Baby, one of my favorite stories. All right, I'll be back tomorrow to read you another gingerbread story. See you soon.